President Donald Trump claimed Monday that the United States has been holding talks with an unnamed Iranian official to end the war and dismantle Iran's nuclear program. According to Trump, the talks took place over the weekend and involved his Middle East Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and his son-in-law Jared Kushner. However, Iran's Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Kalibaf denied any such negotiations, calling it fake news. Trump said the U.S. would not strike Iran's power plants for 5 days. Meanwhile, also stating that if a deal is reached, the U.S. will retrieve Iran's enriched uranium. He emphasized that any agreement would include ending Iran's nuclear capabilities, ensuring no nuclear bomb or weapon development. The conflicting statements from both sides raise questions about the actual state of negotiations between the U.S. and Iran. With ongoing tensions and recent threats from both countries regarding military action and nuclear capabilities, the validity of these claims remains uncertain. Iran and the U.S. have been in a state of conflict. The latest claims and denials add to the unresolved nature of the ongoing dispute. The next step will be to determine the accuracy of the reported talks and their potential implications for U.S.-Iran relations. The Senate is expected to confirm Markwayne Mullin as the next Secretary of Homeland Security this afternoon. Mullin, a Republican senator from Oklahoma, was nominated by President Donald Trump to replace Kristi Noem, who was fired due to public backlash over immigration policies. During his confirmation hearing, Mullin faced sharp questioning from Republican Senator Rand Paul, who raised concerns about Mullin's temperament and suitability for the role. Despite the criticism, Mullin's nomination advanced on Sunday with a largely party-line vote. Mullin's appointment comes at a time of significant challenges for the Department of Homeland Security. This includes funding issues and ongoing debates over immigration enforcement. Democrats are skeptical of Mullin's commitment to reforming the department's approach to immigration, citing his close ties to President Trump. As the new DEA secretary, Mullin will face immediate pressures to restore routine funding to the department and address public concerns over immigration enforcement. His loyalty to Trump is expected to shape his policy approach, potentially continuing the administration's stance on immigration issues. The confirmation vote scheduled for 3 p.m. EDT will determine Mullin's leadership role in navigating these complex political and operational challenges. President Donald Trump extended the deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz for 5 more days. This offers a potential diplomatic window to resolve the ongoing conflict. Trump claimed U.S. envoys had been holding talks with a respected Iranian leader, but did not specify any names. The announcement follows a series of escalating threats and counter-threats between the U.S. and Iran. This leads to economic and military tensions in the region. Oil prices dropped after the announcement, indicating market relief over the extended deadline. Iran's stance remains unclear, with Iranian officials denying ongoing negotiations. The conflict has already seen the killing of Iran's supreme leader, strikes on oil and gas facilities, and concerns over nuclear facilities. The U.S. and Iran now have 5 additional days to potentially reach a diplomatic resolution. The exact nature and progress of the talks remain uncertain. Federal immigration agents from ICE and CBP have been deployed to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport during the ongoing partial government shutdown, a move aimed at assisting TSA operations. This deployment began on Monday, March 23, 2026, amidst a continuing funding impasse between the executive branch and Congress. The presence of federal immigration officers at TSA checkpoints is unusual and highlights the political tensions surrounding immigration policy. Democrats have been demanding significant changes to federal immigration operations, including stricter warrant requirements for ICE entries into private homes. President Donald Trump's decision to deploy the agents without explicit agreement from Democrats is seen as a potential escalation of these tensions. Homeland Security workers, including TSA staff, have been working without pay since February 14, 2026. This leads to concerns about the operational effectiveness of security protocols. President Trump directed ICE officers not to wear face coverings when assisting at airports, a move that has drawn criticism from some lawmakers. This action could further polarize the political debate and lead to increased public scrutiny and potential protests. The broader implications of this deployment remain to be seen, as the shutdown continues and negotiations over federal funding proceed. A tragic incident at LaGuardia Airport on Sunday night resulted in the deaths of 2 Air Canada pilots and left dozens of passengers and crew injured. The regional jet struck a fire truck on the runway while attempting to land, causing severe damage to the aircraft. The collision occurred during a busy travel period, leading to the immediate shutdown of LaGuardia Airport. Over 40 passengers and crew were taken to local hospitals, many with serious injuries. The incident has raised questions about runway safety and coordination between air traffic control and ground emergency services. The National Transportation Safety Board is leading the investigation into the sequence of events and potential systemic issues. Port Authority officials confirmed that the fire truck was en route to address an odor issue on another flight when the collision occurred. The airport is expected to remain closed until at least 2 p.m. Monday to facilitate the investigation. As operations continue to resume, the focus now shifts to the findings of the NTSB investigation. This will determine the exact causes and identify any necessary safety improvements. United States gas prices have surged, complicating President Donald Trump's handling of the ongoing conflict with Iran. The increase has intensified political pressure on the president, potentially undermining his economic agenda and support among centrist Republicans and independents. Trump recently announced a delay in his planned trip to China, citing the need to focus on the Iran conflict. He has also been forming a coalition to protect shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, but so far, few nations have committed to joining the effort. Additionally, the United States has requested a marine amphibious unit from Japan to aid in the mission. The war, which began with Trump's declaration of victory, is now facing extended timelines and complex challenges. High gas prices pose a significant risk to Trump's political future, especially in the upcoming midterm congressional elections. If prices remain elevated, it could sway voters and impact his standing among key demographics. As Trump navigates this crisis, he must decide whether to more fully commit United States forces to securing the Strait of Hormuz or declare the United States military campaign complete. Each option carries political and military risks, complicating his ability to address domestic economic concerns.